So today I'm working with Rinea Paper, part of the design team at Rinea, and I am going to be working with colors out of the Patriotic Variety Pack, and I'm using the Starstruck. So those are the ones that have the star shape on both sides. So we've got these three here, and I'll give you the exact same name. The exact name is Sapphire, Silver, and Ruby. Those are the pieces that I'm going to be using. And I've already done a little bit of prep work to make this fan. So I've taken a piece of the silver and I've cut it down to 4.5 inches by 12 inches, and now I'm just scoring it. So I have it on my scoreboard here, and you can see just lining it up, and I'm counting over 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, and drawing a line gently. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I've done this all the way across the sheet. So I'll show you that. All right. And let me move this out of the way. Now the other thing I've done is taken the ruby and cut it down to, I believe this was 3/4 of an inch, and I have run it through my Xyron to make it adhesive. Okay, so it's 12 inches long by 3/4 of an inch, and that's the ruby. And then I have the sapphire here, and I'm just going to bring my Xyron in here and use these stars. And I cut these ahead of time on my Cricut Maker, and I'm just going to put them into the Xyron and let them attach themselves to the tape there. Let's see if I can get these both in there at the same time. Okay, and then on the other side I just take the paper and help pull it through. Okay, and that puts the adhesive on the back. So there's the first two. I'm just gonna continue on here and probably just stagger them going through. One thing I noticed was that cutting them on the Cricut Maker, I was using the fine point blade, and I had set it for the foiled paper setting, and it was way too much and damaged my paper. And so I just went with the 20-pound copy paper, and that worked the best. Alright, so there I have all my stars through, and I'm just going to tear that off like so. Set the maker away, and then you just rub down to make sure that the adhesive is in place. So next step, we're going to work with the ruby. I'm going to take off the top protective sheet. I'm going to just dispose of that. And then we're going to take our strip here that's got the adhesive on it, and we're going to attach it to one side. Silver, there we go. And if you can see here, I am off just a little bit, but I would love to be off this direction instead of the other direction. The other direction would leave some adhesive gaping there, and I definitely don't want that. So err on the side of having the silver show up. Alright, so now I'm removing my second ruby strip, and I'm going to apply that right on top as well. Now these are exactly the same length, so you want to get them lined up right in the corner if you can. Just take your time. Alright, so there we go. And then we're just going to randomly place our stars on here. So once again, we peel off the protective coating to access our stars. Just dispose of that. And then we can take our stars, and I'm just going to place them in a random pattern on here. Like so. I cut some of these bigger and some of them smaller. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell that here. So it's just like working with stickers. I'm just peeling and sticking. Five is a great number. Odd numbers are always nice because you don't visually count them. Even numbers you tend to visually count. Alright, so I'm done with this side. Because I have some stars left over, I'm going to flip it over and just stick them on the back. You could decorate both sides. It's totally up to you. And here's the last one. Alright, so now we are ready to fold on our score lines, and this is probably going to take a little bit of time, but we just gently want to fold back and forth on those score lines. Thing I want to show you a few tips I've learned along the way now that I've done 3 of these panels is that the first seam that I hot glued together, didn't have glue everywhere, so I went back in with some white craft glue, and that's what I'm going to do here with this panel as well. The other thing, when it came to folding this back and forth, the first one that I did here as a demo, I kept holding it together like this, and it was hard to see where the lines were and to keep them the same size. But then what I noticed is that as I fold, like up and down, I can let that go and just go to the next one and go up and down and let go. And that worked a lot better. And, it's crisp and it's on the folds where it belongs. So there were some differences there that I learned. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do here is put this third panel in. Hopefully it's enough, because once again I did not do the math. I am just assuming that I've got this correct. I put a little hot glue on there. I'm going to line these guys up. Okay, I'm going to let that cool off, and then I'm going to come back to it with some white glue. And then here on the end, I'm going to hot glue also. But alright, so what I'm doing here is just dropping the glue into that seam. So the hot glue will hold it right away. The white glue will hold it long term. Okay. And I just double check it on both sides. And that white glue is a sticky glue, but it is not going to hold it immediately. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to bunch it all up. I'm going to hold it in place. We're going to run our hot glue along this one piece here. Stick our popsicle stick to it. Let it cool for a second. And if this one works, I expect a standing ovation. I'm just kidding. You know, like I said, when you have errors, you gotta go in and fix them. So let's. I think we're gonna make it this time. There we go. We have our fan. There. So use it as decoration. Use it as a fan, whichever you like. But and you can actually, you know, if you wanted to, use it as a decoration. You don't even need the popsicle sticks. You could just glue that shut, and there you have a nice decoration for 4th of July. So there's the side with the red. Okay, like I said, our glue hasn't dried completely here on this seam. And then let's flip it over and show you the other side with just the blue stars. So I'm not sure which one you like better. If you were to hang it, you know, you could then have both if you'd like. So there we go.